Women want men to leave them after banging them. How many of you here have slept with any lady, your girlfriend, your fiancé, your friend? How many? 1, 2, 3. Oh, so you're not virgins, right? All of you here have ended up sleeping with a lady after banging her and enjoying that moment with that lady. What action do you always take? Tell me. Don't shy off. Don't shy off. Don't shy off. Do you still sit there, converse with her, and then talk about something romantic, or watch a movie, cuddle, enjoy the popcorns? Do you do that? You are totally fucked, my friend. You are fucked. And you are convincing yourself that you are doing the right thing, but she's telling herself, this guy don't really care about me. He's so weak. He's so attached to sex. He's so attached to me. He's so emotionally invested in me. That is how a relationship is supposed to be. And women can never be satisfied. No, they can never be satisfied. Women just want a lot. They do. Every time you convince yourself that you are in a relationship with a lady, you get intimate, and then you start a conversation. After getting intimate, you watch a movie, you eat the popcorn, you cuddle, and you do not leave and be busy with your life. Because it's not about her. You are the guy who is low value, who is weak. She doesn't like you. She will hate your gut. She will walk away. And you will question yourself, did I do something wrong? What caused her to dislike me? What caused her to walk away? What caused her to eventually think that I am not her type? Sticking around after banging her. She doesn't know, but she will just find a reason to just start an argument. I tell you, there is a fucking factory. Yeah, they have started the production again. I like that. So for Hannah, she will tell herself that I wish I could have ended with Isaac, who will just walk away after getting intimate with me, and he won't try to cuddle, have fun with me, watch a movie with me, because that is not a high-value man. A high-value man is a guy who will never be attached to this intimacy, to my body, because her psychological structure perceives your existence, your cuddling, as you are actually attached to her. So you are emotionally weak. She cannot rely on you, and you are not fulfilling her hypergamy, so she's not safe with you. According to her, you are the guy she will slowly push aside just to get herself a guy who operates toxic. That is why you will realize later on that she just left you and ended up with the toxic Johnny, who doesn't care about her. It gives her a false perception that this is the guy who is not attached to her because he is putting himself first, and this is the guy I can rely on for survival and hypergamy. And I know you will tell yourself, no, I am good on bed. Then I got her. Bullshit. She got you. You are worshipping pleasure. You are putting her on pedestal, and you are convincing her perception, her sense that she's that much attractive, and your presence being there might convince her to also fall in love with her, because she thinks you are in love with her. You thought, this is the one lady that I will eventually date because I am cuddling. No, she doesn't take your cuddling, your presence, as caring, as loving. She understands it as what? Weakness. This is the guy who is not aware that pleasure isn't the determinant factor of a relationship, because having a fact that I ended up getting intimate with you, it's not a confirmation that I want a committed relationship with you. Women end up sleeping with men that they don't even like on a human-to-human level, yet they feel attracted to. And even men, they don't feel attracted to, yet maybe they just like them, just want to experience your energy, and sleeping with you convinces you to think that I like you and I want us to have a serious committed relationship, which will push you, convince you to have a perceived sense that maybe this is a serious committed relationship and she genuinely likes you. Bullshit. After getting intimate, then I start talking about some shit that will convince her to also fall in love. I know that is not how you see it, but that is how she sees it. Every time you are in a relationship with Hannah, tell yourself that you are in love with a perceived image that you have about her, but you are always in a struggle, in a fight of an image that you do not know exists in her. So this is the only way to be ahead of the female psychological structure and how the society wants you to understand women. Tell yourself that this is what you see consistently in her, but this is who she is. And you do not know that this image exists in her, and you will always ignore this toxic, narcissistic behavior, weird behavior, so that you can find a better queen in her, because this character will convince you, Isaac, to always stay. Because you think this is who she is, and this is just a perceived image about her, so that you can have a feeling that she also cares, she's also in love the same way you are. Women will always try to find a reason to walk away from men, but men will always try to find a queen in that toxic woman, so that he can stay in this queen that does not exist in her. Maybe because she replied your text. Maybe because she called you. That is all you need to consistently see this in her. But you think that maybe one day this character and this behavior will totally get out of her. Or maybe you are just understanding this image in her in the wrong way, and she's just having a bad day. Fuck yeah. Women will always act as if they are having a bad day so that they can convince you to consistently commit, and eventually she can walk away and you can feel guilty. Are we together? Are you understanding anything? Or you do not even know what I'm talking about? Do you think that Hannah is really into you and she has a character that confirms love, care? You are a fact. There is no love, there is no care. The moment you have a thought that she's genuinely in love with you, this is when there is division. Because you will do things that convinces you, pushes you, reinforces you to invest in her, to have an expectation that the relationship will work. Once you remove that she loves you, she cares about you, once you remove that thought, that feeling, that word, you do things expecting nothing. That will push you to never consistently do things for her, because you are aware that the relationship might not work. And that is okay. She's not your fucking wife. Why are you doing things for her? Why do you think that it will work when genuinely it will never work? Why do you think that maybe investing in her will have a return on investment? She's not Isaac, who will show up consistently because you are there for him. Is Johnny. She is Hannah. And she thinks that you are investing in her because you are getting pleasure from her. That is how she understands that relationship at that very time. One of you asked this question. So you want men to act in a certain way to deliver high value? No. You have to act in a certain way to communicate high value to women. But most of the time, you are doing that to protect yourself. When you do not invest in a lady, you are communicating high value, for she needs to put herself in a position of pleasing you, which will force her to be in a feminine flame. And forcing her to be in a feminine flame will eventually push her to always love you and have a genuine desire for you. And again now, not investing in her again, you are protecting yourself and you are protecting your expectation from Hannah. And the word is expectation. The moment you invest in her, you start analyzing her as a business, and you will need an expectation, which is a return. And not investing in her is communicating high value of which she will please you, but at the same time you will lack expectation, which works better for you, and you are protecting yourself and not serving as a high value man alone, which eventually, even when she decides to walk away, when you are having a serious committed relationship, you won't be that much heartbroken because you had less expectation and you invested in her less. So it's a way of protecting yourself. Man, come on. We don't need to go in details to explain why things happen in a certain way and how they're supposed to happen. We know the reality and the truth to it. So we don't need to convince ourselves to do things in a certain way because this is what women want. No, we are doing it for ourselves. Okay? That is just what you're supposed to be aware of, what you are supposed to know. This is what she knows. She just needs to tap on your ego by acting in a certain way. After you got intimate, now you are cuddling. At that very moment, she is analyzing how you value that pleasure. And that is when she will fully understand that pleasure matters so much to you, and anytime she won't give you the pleasure, it will mess up with your ego. So she already knows that she just needs to tap on your ego for her to finally crush you down, break your confidence, and you can think you have a problem. But a man who walks away, gets himself busy, concentrate on himself, that will give her a perception and a reason to stay. I know it's not healthy, but for the start, you just need to act in a certain way to protect yourself. You're not doing this for women, you're doing it for yourself, so that you can figure out how you can be yourself, how you can be okay. You can never crash down, you can never rely on her. It can never be surprising when she decides to walk away, because you have something else going on in your life and you're not paying attention to her. The moment you're paying too much attention to Hannah, and then she decides to walk away, my friend, this is going to crash down your ego, and you will always have a perceived sense, feeling that you are the problem. Men are always the problem, obviously. What else? Nothing. That is just the reality. That is how we are supposed to see reality as it is and not try to hide. Are you listening? Or you're just here trying to convince yourself that maybe it will come to pass and she will fall in love? No. Remember, women want men to leave them after begging them for your own sake. Trust me, this is for your own sake.